talking Tina. How do you like that? Had we known, we would have given you a maid's uniform instead of a butler's.
As Channing flees the room in Connie's ill-fitting high heels, the marbles break into shrill, mocking laughter. Channing chomps down the steps through the... I am exploring success and failure, but the art world is expressing failure is better. It's the place where it works because mistakes and low tech and lack of technique, sometimes if you like the work, you call it raw. If you don't like it, you call it amateurish, but it's the same thing. And I had a line that Cecil B. Demented said, technique is nothing more than failed style. Mine is hardly fine photography. They're taken off the TV screen. It's written and I'm using images to tell another story. So it's both ends of photography. And mine is low, trying to be high, like a failed publicist for a movie. It's about reinvention. It's about film business, the art business, the book business, every business I'm in, I love all those things. Each one of those worlds I tell stories in, including in this show at Marianne Boesky Gallery. So I'm trying to celebrate sometimes how far you have to go to reinvent yourself, and can you go too far? The Beverly Hills John was a headshot of mine like years ago, totally altered to look like if I just did a headshot and was trying to pass off like I just had surgery. Lassie, will pets get plastic surgery? I bet there is a place already where you can get a nip and tuck for your pet. So will it be the point where Lassie or a top dog Benji or Farlap would have to get, rather than hire a new one, look-alike, get a facelift? And Justin Bieber, who I am still his last fan. I love Justin. I think he's a great talent, but he's gonna have to reinvent himself soon. And what will that be? And so that's what I'm kind of anticipating. Joan Didion, I've always been a huge fan of. I love her books. I've met her before. I think she looks beautiful. She's inspired so many great things. But I tried to imagine a tabloid that was only for intellectuals called Brainiac. That if intellectuals had to worry about bathing suit photographs, about paparazzi out their front door, who they were sleeping with, everything. And I have her up there with Renita Adler and Hilton Kramer and all intellectuals. I would like to run that magazine. It might not last long, but if the New York Review of Books went tabloid.
Still fresh in their minds.
Kitty Flamingos, I decided I should become my worst enemy, this censor who I fought my whole life. But I always thought that Pink Flamingos would make a good children's film if you took the sex and the violence out, because it's a battle of grossness. And if you look at the children's best-selling books, a lot of them are about grossness, right? So I took it all out, and then watching the children read this dialogue, I know what the real dialogue is. You know what the original dialogue was. So I'm saying the children are innocent. We feel dirty. I feel dirty for even imagining that. Maybe it's worse than the original one or completely innocent. And I think it's both. And I hope that that's why it can work in an art gallery. It was not made for a movie theater. Called Congratulations, which is actually what many dealers say to a collector when they buy something, and then when they call you and tell you you sold something, they say congratulations. And red dots is something that some dealers use to put on the price list. It means it's been sold. So I put did not sell, which in the old days of art was a badge of honor, that you were a misunderstood artist and so genius ahead of your time, and did not selling was not a bad thing. So would that be something that you would purposely brag about that you didn't sell? We did sell it.